Hi guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Today we're gonna have a little fun. I've been talking about a lot of serious stuff lately, and I want to go back to some fun stuff. Okay. One of the fun stuff, quote unquote, are pet peeves that I have. Talk about fun, right? Excuse me. Okay. Now, there are phrases that we use, and we use them all the time, and we don't even think about actually words we're saying and the implications behind what you're saying. And they all have honesty as its central uh, theme, okay? Or rather, lack of honesty. So if you really think about these everyday phrases that we all use, except me, I don't use them because I don't agree with the implications. What's not being said by what we're saying. Okay, so um, I will read them to you. I wrote them down. They're not many. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the one that does not have honest in the phrase. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Now I heard that in a commercial. I think it was a commercial for some for aging cream or something, and she's being interviewed probably as a testimonial, and she says, "I'm not gonna lie." And when she said that, I'm thinking, well, I hope you won't. Were you planning on lying before you got to this point? That I'm lying all the way up until this point, and then she gets to a point that, you know what, I'm not gonna lie. So everything up to this point has been a lie. But there's one point that she wants to make. She does not want to lie about it. Okay? And that's the implication of the phrase, I'm not going to lie, in this one commercial. So in this one commercial, she's talking and talking, and then she says, I'm not going to lie. So, so that tells me that she has been lying up to that point. And then when she finishes making that point, she will go back to lying and not telling the truth. So that phrase in and of itself, okay, I have a pet peeve about. Um, Now I think I heard this only once, and I haven't heard it again in the way that it's phrased, but it falls under this very same category. Can I be honest with you? No, you can't. I don't want you to. What kind of response do you expect from, can I be honest with you? Did you expect them to say, yes, yes, please, please be honest with me? Oh, I would hope you would do that. Oh, yes, please, I give you permission to be honest with me. And that's what can I be honest with you seems to imply, that you're asking permission to tell the truth when you say, can I be honest with you? Because what the other person can say, no, no, you can't. I won't let you. Okay. So, can I be honest with you is a terrible, terrible question to ask. Because even if it's a hypothetical question, it still does not need to be spoken unless you're making a very blanket statement about yourself in which you are a habitual liar and you're asking this person's permission if she could be honest just this once. And that is what "can I be honest with you" implies. This is what you're not saying, but by what you are saying. So if you are saying "can I be honest with you," that you're actually saying I am normally not truthful, I am a habitual liar, and I'm just asking your permission, please. Can I be honest with you? No, I won't let you. You're forbidden to tell the truth. You're forbidden to be honest with me. I won't let you. No, you're not allowed. What other responses were you expecting from "can I be honest with you"? Okay, so I think of all of them, that is the worst and the most stupid question to ask. Okay, then there are two of them that are very similar, but I heard them on two separate, distinct situations. One was, I, to be honest. Now that is one we have heard all the time, especially me. I've heard this phrase, "to be honest," you know, more times than anything else on this list. To be honest. Uh-oh, were you lying to me up until this point? And now for this one point you want to make, you're going to be honest. And then when you're done making this point, you'll go back to lying. Okay, so to be honest, which, like I said, is spoken so many times in so many circumstances that the phrase implies, like so many, like I think almost all of these, that you are normally a liar. You are a habitual liar, I forget the word, but you normally lie. You're a liar. You're a habitual liar, and you lie all the time. But for this time, you're going to be honest. And then when you're done making this point, you go back to being a liar. And you go back to lying about people, situations, and probably yourself. So, to be honest is one of the most common of these, which usually have the same implications that the others do. Then you have two of them that are very similar to each other, and which I have heard on two separate occasions. One is, "I have to be honest," and the other is, "I want to be honest." Now, "I have to be honest" means you have no choice. Okay? "I have to be honest" means that you have no choice but be honest on this one case. That normally you lie, you're a liar, and you normally lie, but this is one instance that you have no choice but to be honest. When you say, "I have to be honest, I have to be honest with you," or "I have to be honest," that implies that you were not wanting to lie. You were wanting to lie. You intended to lie, but in this case, you have no choice but to tell the truth. Okay, so "I have to be honest" implies that. Then there's "I want to be honest." Now, that is an interesting phrase. I want to be honest. Okay, is there anything keeping you from being honest? That's what you want to do. Okay, you're not saying anything about being honest, only that you're saying you want to be. Hell, I want to be rich. I want to be 200 pounds. I want to have no health issues. That's what I want. But is it realistic that I'm going to get it? No. Okay, I want a lot of money. I think we all do. But is it going to happen? No. But that's what I want. So, to say "I want to be honest" means that you're planning on it, you're intending it, you want it, without any distinctive proof that you will be honest. Okay? So, "I want to be honest" but I don't know how to be honest. I want to be honest, and I want other things too. So I want to be honest also means that you're not going to be, but you want to be. You want to be. You're just, it's not an active phrase like, I'm going to be honest. Okay? You're saying, I want to be. I want to be rich. Okay? I want to have a lot of money. I want to be honest. I want to be honest, but for some reason I can't. I want to be honest, but I can't be honest. Something's holding me back. Something's keeping me from being honest. But I want you to know that I want to be honest. I want to be honest with you. But something is keeping me from being honest with you. But at least I'll let you know that I want to be honest. At least you know that I'm not a terrible person because I want to be honest. So if I lie to you, please understand that I don't really want to lie. I want to be honest. But for some reason, I can't help lying. I can't help not telling the truth. So I'm frustrated because I want to tell the truth. I want to be honest with you. But I can't. I can't. It's not possible for me to be honest with you. But I want to be. At least you know that about my character, that I want to be honest with you, even though I can't. So that phrase, I want to be honest with you, carries that implication. So all these phrases that I had pet peeves for, yeah. And every time I hear it, on TV mostly, I don't think anybody realizes the implications behind those phrases. And it's those phrases that I have a huge pet peeve about. Because it implies something unattractive in a person's character and the way he or she conducts himself. You know. And it's basically saying, I am always going to lie. I'm a liar by nature. I choose to be that. I choose to lie. And that is my choice. Or I'm being forced to lie. Somebody's holding a gun to my head. Oh my God. If I tell the truth, oh no. Oh no, I fear for my life if I tell the truth. To be in being honest, I can't be honest because if I am honest, they'll go after me or some crazy notion like that. So that's my pet peeve. So when somebody says, to be honest, or can I be honest with you, or I want to be honest, I have to be honest, or what's the other one? Can I be honest with you? No. No, you can't. I forbid you to be honest with me. So, all of these phrases has more implications, more negative implications than one probably intends. Something to the extent that in ordinary conversation we use these phrases and we don't really think about what we're saying. And you want to see, communication is always very important to me. And I take communication very seriously. And sometimes you have to read between the lines. And then there are other times that taking things at face value is the most accurate and truthful presentation of your ideas and your message. So, in all parts of everyday conversation, some phrases and, a lot of the phrases we use But the one thing that is all assumed by everybody, and that is the assumption that everybody is being honest. Mainly because we, as a society, we want honesty. We insist upon honesty. Every time we're lied to or betrayed, the trust is broken. And we become bitter, and we become very fearful of opening ourselves to somebody else. We become vulnerable. But there are people who take advantage of that vulnerability and exploit it for selfish reasons. I can think of a couple of people that fit that description. You know. So just when you hear these phrases, think twice. Just catch it in your ear and say, oh, I just heard that. Now that Jim is bringing this out, I can now spot it when somebody uses any of these phrases. And then you could think, yeah, were you planning on lying to me except for this one point that you're going to tell the truth? Are you asking permission to tell the truth instead of lying? So these phrases really are not helpful at all, especially in ordinary conversation, especially you want to communicate. You want to communicate yourself, your feelings, your intentions, your desires, your wants, your likes, your dislikes, your plans, your way of thinking, your viewpoint, and everything else. And we have to be careful of the language we use. Just like the oh boy. I made a video about this once before. About oh boy, oh brother, oh man. Okay. Oh brother, oh sister, oh man, oh woman. Okay, there's brother, there's man. Oh boy. Oh girl. So, I think we should add these. And now, besides this, I have one that I haven't even mentioned yet. And there's a phrase that we use. Half a dozen of the others. I'm sorry, 6 of one. See, I was one ahead of myself there. Okay. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right? Now, we say 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to relay the message that both things are equal. And when you're comparing two of them, two things that are either equal or similar, have equal value, equal worth, they're just equal in and of themselves. So you say, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Now, yeah, 6 of one is half a dozen of the other. So, yes, I have no problem with this phrase whatsoever. We use it all the time. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Well, what's wrong with switching them around? They're supposed to be the same, right? 6 and half a dozen, right? How many are in a half a dozen? 6. So, you have 6 and half a dozen. So, the phrase is 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So, since they're the same, associative property in mathematics would be relevant in this case to switch them to half a dozen of the other, 6 of one. And I found that interesting because I'm very keen on math. Okay? And when you have equality, 2 plus 3 equals 3 plus 2. 2 times 3 equals 3 times 2. And if you have 6 and half a dozen, and they're the same, why does 6 have to come before half a dozen? Right? They're the same thing. But 6 comes before half a dozen. Right? And that's in this phrase, that's what we always hear. Six, six of one, half a dozen of the other. And they're the same. So since they're the same and they equal the same thing, why not switch them around? And say half a dozen of the other and six of one. Six of one, half a dozen of the other, half a dozen of the other, six of one. I'm sorry. How is it? Six of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay. Six of one, half a dozen of the other. So we switch them. Half a dozen of the other, six of one. And there's nothing wrong with saying that because it means exactly the same thing. Six of one, half a dozen of the other means the same as half a dozen of the other, six of one. That half a dozen equals six. Just like six equals half a dozen. So, when I talk in ordinary conversation, if I have to use that cliche phrase of six of one, half a dozen of the other, heck, I just switch them around. Half a dozen of the other, six of one. Because they mean the same thing. So, okay. And the last thing that I want to talk about, I have been noticing dark spots on my face. And they're like right over here. I think, yeah, right there. And I think there's some there, sort of like around the eyes. And I thought that it was dirt, And every time I shave and I see that in the mirror, it's like, it doesn't look attractive. I look like I don't bathe or I don't wash my face or anything, and that's ingrained dirt. And so I showed it to the nurse. I said, can you please tell me what all this is around my eyes? Just like right over here. And the nurse told me they're age spots. And so that caused me to start talking. I said, age spots? I'm 56 years old. I'm too young to have age spots. And age spots do not look good on a person. And so I then started saying, I'm going to declare age spots are a felony. And any age spots that appear on my face committed a felony. Age spots are illegal. And any age spots that appear on my face, you better believe I'm setting the FBI on you. The Facial Bureau of Investigation. Yes. And the Facial Bureau of Investigation will search and destroy any illegal, felonious age spots on my face. And then as I was talking about this, the respiratory therapist mentioned about wrinkles. And I said, oh yes, wrinkles are illegal. It's a misdemeanor though. Any wrinkles that appear on a person, those wrinkles are committing a misdemeanor. So they're illegal. So we are going to arrest every wrinkle on your face. Every wrinkle. All the wrinkles around your eyes. All your wrinkles around your mouth. All those illegals, we will arrest and put in jail. So those wrinkles will never bother you again. And the same thing with age spots. We are going to round up all the age spots and deport them out of the country. You bother other people. You bother with other people. You make other people look old. You're not going to make me old. I'm gonna gather all you age spots, and all you age spots I'm going to get rid of. You're committing a felony by being on my face. Because I'm getting the Facial Bureau of Investigation in on this. And you better believe it, when the Facial Bureau of Investigation finds you on my face, you're not going to have freedom much longer. So, yeah, I came up with that. And then somebody talked about freckles. I said, oh, no, freckles are not illegal. Freckles are legal. It is legal to have freckles. Because in some cases, especially with girls look pretty cute with freckles. So freckles are allowed. Freckles are legal. They're legal tender. Because they're legal and they're pretty tender. They're pretty tender to a person. And the freckles are being tender to that person. Because those freckles are making her look pretty cute. So the freckles are allowed. Age spots and wrinkles, they're not allowed. They're illegal. So you wrinkles and you age spots, you better get off my face, or I'm going to get the Facial Bureau investigation on you guys. You have no place on my face. I'm 56 years old. I'm too young to have age spots. I'm too young. 56 is too young. Why don't you bother an 88-year-old person and leave me alone? Because I'm still a handsome guy. I'm still a young guy. I'm too young to have age spots. Too young. So, anyway, that's the one I'm going to talk about. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you soon. Take care.